This one trade has made the Sacramento Kings a contender for the NBA championship. Just a few days ago, the Kings traded away Harrison Barnes and Chris Duarte for DeMar DeRozan, essentially getting DeMar DeRozan for Harrison Barnes and a 2031 pick. A lot of people are sleeping on this trade, some calling it very mid, but this trade is anything but mid. Let's not be forgetful here. Just 2 seasons ago, the Sacramento Kings were a 3 seed in a competitive West. And I'm not going to lie, ever since the 2023 season, all they've needed was a player like DeMar to push them over the edge. At this point, I don't see any team in the West getting in the way of the Sacramento Kings. The only team I see in the West that's gotten significantly better is the Sacramento Kings. I don't see any other team in the West competing the way the Sacramento Kings can. Maybe people forgot who DeMar DeRozan is, but I haven't. He's a relentless killer who will efficiently drop 30 on your favorite player. I mean, let's take a look at these stats. 24 points per game on 48% from the field. Just last season? You're telling me I'm getting that player for Harrison Barnes? I'll take that 10 out of 10 times. The Kings have gotten over tremendously. I think the Kings have won this offseason. We know the Kings are trying to compete for a championship, and he fits perfectly right in this team. They still keep Keegan Murray. They still keep Sabonis. They still keep Fox. Those are 3 main players on that team. And now you're adding a bona fide killer in DeMar DeRozan. Realistically, I don't see any other team beating this team. The Kings have won their offseason. This is all they needed to do to become contenders. Don't be fooled by what the media is saying. They haven't been paying attention to DeMar DeRozan for the past 2 seasons while Chicago died. But putting DeMar DeRozan on this team will make it flourish. So if you want, you can still be ignorant and not pay attention to what's going on in the NBA. But I'm not. The Kings are a serious team. And don't be surprised if they win the West next year. I'm saying it now. The Kings have a great chance to win the West. In my mind, when I think of the West, I think Denver, OKC, Minnesota. Every other team is a wild card. Even the Dallas Mavericks. If you have another shit show season like how you did with Kyrie Irving in the finals, and then you have a washed Klay Thompson coming out, no. You're not coming back to the finals. I'm sorry, but you're not beating this team in the Western Conference Finals. You also have to put into factor that DeMar DeRozan wanted out of Chicago, and he landed in the best possible state to be in, California. That's his home state. He wants to be there. If he doesn't thrive in this position, then there was no expectation for DeMar DeRozan point blank, period. DeMar DeRozan's in the perfect situation. The Kings are in a perfect situation. Bulls, get ready to trade Lonzo Ball because you guys are not competing for the next 10 years. All I got to say to y'all is don't be surprised if Sacramento wins the West. Because you guys might be fooled by all these influencers talking about, oh, this is nothing, this is a mid-trade. It's not. It's really not. This is a very big trade. I don't think these influencers understand how much DeMar DeRozan brings to this team. Boom, he averages 24 points per game. He played 79 games last season. This man is a bona fide scorer. He's efficient. He's there when you need him. He's also going to allow some pace into this very fast-paced Sacramento Kings offense. When you need to slow down and just get a bucket, DeMar DeRozan will be there to do that. But everybody wants to look at what happened to Chicago, like Zach LaVine didn't get hurt, like Lonzo Ball didn't get hurt, like their whole defense didn't fall to shit. Dude, this is not Chicago. This is Sacramento. It's completely different. They traded away one player for DeMar DeRozan. They kept their whole entire team. The Sacramento Kings are legit. If you're a Kings fan, just get ready for a great playoff run. You know, you guys are going to lose to the Boston Celtics. Celtics are going back-to-back. But everybody that is saying this is a mid-trade, that this means nothing, you guys are completely blind and you're going to be blown out of the water by the Sacramento Kings.